The purpose of this video is to show off a new feature that we just created that allows you to reply to activities and to request a reply. So here you have a task that I assigned one of my workers recently, and you can see we were doing a lot of testing with this one. So you see how the replies are kind of go deeper and deeper when one person replies to another and so on. So let's say, for example, I wanted to add another activity now to this. I say add activity, and I'm not replying to another one at this point. I'm just going to add a new one. I'm going to say this is a demo, and right here I'm going to say reply needed. And so what it's going to do is it knows who this task is assigned to, which is Orest, and it will give him a notification circle up here, and then he will be able to see the notification. So let me just do this first. So if you don't click reply needed, it's just like, okay, I'm just putting in comments, and no one needs to bother about it. They just need to read it. They don't need to reply. But if you put reply needed, it's just like, this is a question or something, and I want someone to reply to me. And it could be actually any member of your team could actually do the reply. So I'm going to click save on that. And then just to illustrate what it's like, Orest would log on and he would come up here and it would say, oh, like so-and-so replied, or they requested a reply. And then when you click on that, it's going to say, here's the task. And if I click on here, it says go to activity. Oh, let me explain two things here. Mark as archived means that I don't want to see it again in my little bell icon up here. We'll show you that in a minute. I'm going to click Go to Activity, and basically it opens that task in a new tab on the web browser. And see, it goes right down to that reply, and then the person can come here and say, okay, I'm going to reply to it. And then they would come here and say, reply, this is my answer to your question. And they may not need to reply back, right? Because they've answered your question. They don't really care. So they just click Save. And now you can see how this response is nested under that. Normally it'd be two different people, of course. And one other thing up here I wanted to show you is when you click here, you have unarchived and archived. So archived means you basically have seen it before, you don't want to see it again. It's kind of like having an email that's been read. So when I click on this, for example, if I say mark as archived, I should now have 4 items in my archive instead of 3 that I had before, and I should have 1 less item here under my archived tab. And just a quick reminder here, you can also put a picture in your activities. So if I click here, I can edit a prior activity, or I could just reply to it again. So here, see there's an attachment icon here. But what I like about this is you don't have to actually do an attachment. I use Snagit a lot, so this is my Snagit tool from TechSmith. I'm going to copy this picture, Control-C, and I'm just going to paste it right there. And see, it just created an image, and unfortunately it doesn't know the name of the image, but it just creates the image here, and I click Save. And so when the other person, or when I come back later, I can see all my different images here. I can download them, or I can just click on them, and then there's the image. So I love that feature. I think it's so useful. We've also added the ability to add your SEO experiments here, and I just did a video on that today, so that will be up on the YouTube shortly. There's like 3 different places you can add SEO experiments, which are saying like, I want to do an experiment on this website, and I want to see if I can push the value of that website higher by using various SEO ranking schemes. So that concludes this video. The basic purpose of this video is to show you how to reply to these activities and what the reply needed actually does. We will also probably send an email out every night to say, oh, someone asked for you to reply and you haven't done it yet. And so it'd be a nice little reminder that you need to log on and reply to somebody.